I would probably call it like a top-down 2D stealth action point-and-click game.
Mini Metro is a minimalist subway simulation game.
You play a radio technician that's been contracted to go in and find the source of an unexplained radio signal that's begun broadcasting out of the castle.
A Wildfire is a stealth game where you can control the elements of fire, water and earth, and you can use them to turn the environment against your enemies in creative ways.
If I could describe the game with any experience, it's probably waking up from a fever dream.
The Adventure Pals is like this quirky platformer game about this small boy and the crazy adventures he goes on with his giraffe and pet rock.
It's a big open world space game, so you've got your own ship, you run around, buy and sell things, take jobs where you can get them. The big difference is that we've modeled the ships on submarines.
So it's like a point-and-click adventure game.
In essence, yeah, but it's more than just clicking everywhere.
My brother and I didn't really have any art skills, so we were trying to find an idea that we could use that wouldn't really have to use much art. And we thought, Metro maps, I mean, it's just like lines and dots. I mean, we can handle that.
It's not this quirky game about trying to rescue your father who's been kidnapped through this evil villain trying to turn all the old people into hot dogs.
You don't get to look out the front window. You're looking at navigational charts and sensor arrays trying to figure out where everything is.
I really wanted the player to be kind of afraid when they're playing it.
There's a lot of like moving and manipulating things to really make you feel like you're a part of the environment rather than just clicking around on it.
You don't directly fight enemies with combat, you basically use your abilities to overcome them with confusion, stealth, subterfuge, and any other combination of abilities as well.
We built this whole setup behind us, and it actually works. Every switch, every button, every light, it all works with the game. So we're not going to sell it because we're a really tiny team and we can't mass produce anything, but we're trying to make sure people at home can build their own.
I kind of wanted to create a very cute and bright art style, but make it unexpectedly quite crass and a lot more dirty around the sides.
I like building environments like this. Let me make a game about it.
What sets this game apart from all the other indie games that are here today?
I'd say maybe the look's probably the most important thing. Just the white, very stark look.
About 3-4 years ago, I drew this giraffe and it looked amazing, so I decided I was going to turn it into a game.
I like pixel art as like a nostalgia piece, but we wanted to do something simple to work with, and pixel art's great because you know exactly where everything is at any point. But we didn't want to be like super classic about it, like NES palette only. So we added like modern lighting effects and really nice shading and that sort of thing to give it like that little modern touch,
It's very distinctive, and it also means that people kind of understand really what the game is about quite early on.
What makes this game special?
Well, I think it's my background as an environment artist sort of puts it in a unique kind of place. It's a game about exploring an environment. The puzzles are very much about the connectivity within the environment, and the storytelling itself is done through the environment. It's about sort of piecing the story together from bits and pieces what we can find around the place, and sort of making the environment itself the central character of the game.
There's a whole bunch of space games, but they always treat your ship like you're a plane, like you're dogfighting. And to us, that didn't seem realistic. Space is huge. You're trying to send torpedoes at things that are hundreds or thousands of kilometers away. You're not doing like close quarters combat, not in our minds anyway.
I take a lot of inspiration from like Dan Harmon from my community, because he's like, I'm just gonna make a whole episode of everyone inside a video game. Why not?
I am the person you are looking for. Here is my home and studio. This is where I make my sweet-ass discotheque beats. I also use it to look at cats on the internet and slowly waste away my life.
I came from the kind of Newgrounds era of things where, I grew up playing Castle Crashers and I bloody loved it. But I'm also like a big fan of like cartoons as well, so I draw a lot of inspiration from cartoons, things like Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, and we're kind of trying to aim at similar demographics as they do, like something for kids and also something adults can enjoy as well.
One of the reasons I became a solo developer is that no one can tell me otherwise. So there's no guy who can be like, Jacob, what are you doing? Like, why are you making this terrible thing?